Good morning people, and welcome to K420 channel once again, and this is Cam. We'll be flying live today from Paris to London Heathrow. So I've got everything set up, and yeah, this is the flying time session with Cam, and we will be flying in the Boeing 787 Dreamliner with British Airways liveries on. I think it looks pretty elegant with those colours. So we're all set. A little bit of an addition today for me is I've actually put a little video of myself flying in the bottom right hand corner. I've tried to minimize that size as small as I can so we don't miss out on what we're seeing on the screen. So we're pretty much set. Aircraft is set, the departure airport is set, with the runway is set. Heathrow is the arrival, with the approach of ILS-R is set, and we are set to IFR low altitude airways, so we're not going to be climbing any crazy altitudes of 30-40,000 feet. Traffic is live and weather is live, so we will be encountering the live weather as we fly. So here we are, so we're just going to load up. I think we'll be around about 14-15,000 feet and that should still give us opportunity to see on the ground the landscape and stuff. So hopefully we've got a clear sky, but it does show a little bit cloudy, so we're not quite sure. Oh yes, we are definitely cloudy. Yeah, we've got a bit of an overcast, cloudy situation here, so I have no idea why my wing is looking like that. Okay, so let's just okay, so it cleared us up to 10,000 feet. So we'll just set our ascent rate to say about 3,500. There we go. Speed is good. We should have our longitude now switched on. And I'm just a little bit disappointed why my wings are looking like that today. Really strange. But never mind. It is a game. So it is a simulator, so it's obviously whatever has been picked up. So I think we're pretty much set to take off. And shall we go? Let's power down. Runway 26 from Paris. There we are. Completely manual control at the moment. Just keeping the aircraft leveled while we're going down the runway. Okay, is our V1. Push back the stick. You got positive climb. There we are. Gears up. Autopilot engaged. Right, so I thought the wing does look quite strange in those colours, but okay, that's not bad. Just bring the flaps up a bit more. Okay, so we are now climbing up. Just passing the clouds right now. bringing up the flaps. So we're just already past 4,000 feet, so still climbing. Just keep bringing up the flaps. Yep, 299.88. We'll just get up to altitude. Yeah. Just get past them. Hopefully we should get past these clouds. Yeah, we are actually. Better give the smoking is on. I think we have a seatbelt sign, so we'll put that to off. People can wander about now, passengers. So what does our route look like? Let's have a look. It's pretty much a straight flight, to be honest. We're just coming out of Paris, straight up north, and then we're going to take a bit of a left, head west, northwest. Pretty much a straight aircraft, straight run over the English Channel, and then we come into the complexity of the approach pattern of Heathrow. Heathrow is a bit busy today. I can see there's quite a lot of aircrafts coming down, so I think we're coming up to 10,000 feet. Engines are spooling back, as you can hear. So I believe we're going to get some more instructions to go higher, I believe. Let's just see. So here's 10,000 feet. Right, so we need to maintain flight level 180 K44 to value of 1811. Yeah. So how do you do that? It's a biometric. So 180, let's get up to 18,000 feet. So let's get up there. So we'll go up by vertical speed of 3,000. Right, so here we go. Nice ascent. Engines are powering up. Right, so it does look pretty clear up here, which is good. This aircraft is very quiet, actually. They've simulated that quite good, because if you're on a 747 or a 777, and then when you're from the inside you do hear a bit of a roar, but because this aircraft is very quiet, they've simulated that quite well, actually. So yeah, we're just coming up past biometric pressure. Since Flight Sim has actually changed all this setups, I think it's been a bit. So do I press that? What do I do? How does that work? Okay. Something to figure out. But anyway, we're climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. Already past 14,600 feet. We're just climbing steadily. and hopefully get up to 18,000 feet shortly, and we should level off, and I think that should be it. But our left turn appears to be coming very shortly, so let's have a look at that camera. It's very quiet in here, very quiet. I just can't get over what's going on with my wing. No step. No, can't walk on that. Yeah, the elevators are pitching up, so yes, as we are climbing up, and hopefully that should level up when we are actually leveled. Good shot. Not much turbulence, seems like. Looks like we're leveling off. Actually, look, are we? Yeah, pretty much leveling off, so let's have a look at that. Elevators. Should be leveling off soon. That's not us. So this aircraft, the 787, is actually made out of composite materials. It's a combination of carbon fiber, aluminium. So what they've done is to drastically reduce the weight of the aircraft. Here's our left turn, look. So left turn. So they've reduced the weight of the aircraft, and also they've increased the intervals of the overhaul of the aircraft, because what we currently see a lot of is the aluminium fuselage. So that's actually made out of aluminium and combination of some alloys, and they are prone to fatigue, metal fatigue. So over time the stretching, because obviously every time the aircraft is going up, we're increasing the pressure within, so it puts a bit of a pressure on these fuselage, and then so they expand and they retract, expand, retract. Over time the metal does get a bit fatigued and runs a risk of failing. Flight level 180, there we are. Let's go to flight level. So that's what actually happens. So with this material, they've actually reduced that risk of fatigue. So the time that takes between the major overhauls, they've increased that. So the operating cost of this aircraft reduces. Because obviously the weight, there's a lot of plus points here. Because the weight is reduced, the fuel consumption is much better. Yeah, so so we are at 180. Making sure we are. So right now let's increase the speed. Let's take it up to say 350, I think it'd be good. So yeah, I think we're just getting up to speed. Now we're at level flight. So let's have a look outside. You can see the landmark nicely. Really excuse me about the swing. Okay, get it. how do I change it? Biometric pressure is not what I want to change. I want to keep... that's really weird. That's actually... should change to... that's really weird. Don't know why she's going to keep going up. Yeah, so let's see where we are now. Yeah, that's fine. Another assistant I have is my co-pilot. Okay, so we're good. So Paris Center has now got us. Let's have a look where we are. GPS tracking. So we are pretty much... there we are. So we've taken off, taken our left hand, northwest, we're heading up. Very shortly we'll be approaching the English Channel. When you have clear skies, actually you do see the boundaries, so it's quite nice. Right now we're just see if I can increase the speed anymore. I think we can get up to 355. Yeah, flying at 355. That's good, very good. So if I want to go standard, no. What happens if I try to press this? Move X's, I don't want to move the X's. Yeah, something's not changing. After they've changed this, it's actually become a little bit more complex. I'm not sure if multiple, all these big things have just started up here, which is takes a bit of fun out of flying. But let's see. Yes, ma'am. Sir, we are there. We are at 180. Right, so we're pretty much up there. Let's have a look outside. Wow, very cloudy. Yeah, it is looking pretty slick out there. The aircraft itself just looks quite phenomenal. I mean, shine, the reflection of the sun there, as you can see. And yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this. Wow, look at that. These look pretty awesome. Very awesome. Yeah, looking good. Some clear skies there. Sun's breaking through. There we go, just the English Channel there. Just approaching the English Channel. As you can see, we're coming into England and the clouds are getting a bit dense there. Whereas over here, pretty clearish, but they're getting a bit dense up there. So, let's see. Great. Great. So yeah, I'm trying out with myself. There I am. Look, hello. So I've just planted myself down there, and trying to see, because I did see other videos and people have their own little pictures and stuff here, which I thought, oh, okay, let me see if I can do that. And yeah, so I'm actually using a software, OBS. It's a free software to help me broadcast this live videos for you guys. Started it out, it's actually quite cool. It's got a lot of options and stuff. It's really good to use if you were to try out yourself. What I'll do is I'll put some links in the comment box at the bottom for OBS software. So that's it. So today I'm actually using the official aircraft that's with Microsoft, because yeah, the other day on Friday I had a small flight from Gatwick to London Heathrow, and and what was actually happening is whenever it touches down, it's done this before as well, it starts to pitch up towards the left, and I absolutely don't understand why it does that. But that aircraft is actually bought as a third party. It's not an official flight sim aircraft. So I guess maybe some bugs in there, I'm not sure. So today I just want to make sure it's all safe, we have a good landing. So I'm actually using one of my favorite aircrafts, which is the 787 Dreamliner. So hopefully we should have a great and a successful landing, because that's the most important part. As I was explaining earlier, these aircrafts, they're obviously made out of composite materials, and it's one of the first aircraft that has such a great wing flex. If you can look, the wing is right up there. There is some sort of a statistics of how much this wing actually bends up, as you can see, and it looks like a bird. It's such an elegant aircraft. So here we go, another lovely turn there. I think we are pretty much going towards England, so we're just over the English Channel there. So we are here's the English Channel. So what's happened now is Paris Centre is transferring over to London Centre. Yeah. So here you go. If you look at the elevators, they're pretty much leveled up now that we're level flight. Yep, nice and quiet inside. So the aircraft is very well laid out. As you can see, majority of the stuff are based on screens. There's hardly any actual components apart from this compass there. Very sophisticated aircraft. Looks very good. One thing I do like about this aircraft is actually it's got a heads-up display. So when you're coming into land, you've got this like a fighter jet type heads-up display, which is quite great, because you can see your speed, your altitude, the pitching, etc. So, and obviously your displays. It's a good handy piece of kit when you're coming. But yeah, welcome to Britain. We've got, as I said earlier, we have got a bit of overcast and rough sky, so hopefully we might not find a lot of turbulence, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, looking like we're heading straight into that. It's quite crazy. What we'll probably start seeing is this wing starts going crazy, or we'll start seeing the flexing going, which is actually simulated quite well. So yeah, let's head up in there. Looking quite scary. So in terms of cameras, let's have a look. Where are we? Not quite in England yet. There we go. Here comes the skies, and let's have a look. There we go. We've got some. Yeah, I've got some turbulence. So there you go. You can start seeing the wing flexing there. So yeah, it's quite some dense clouds there. You can see quite a bit of movement. So yeah, there we go. You can actually see it here as well. The autopilot's doing quite well. Yeah, the power's gone up as well. Just trying to. I'll be lucky to see some lightning. Yeah. So this is the point where we have zero visibility and you are absolutely relying on your instruments, and that is something what all pilots are trained for, and it's quite strange. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. 9,500 feet. So let's get up to 9,500 feet there. Start our descent. So we're just descending at 3,200, so we can start descending. Hopefully we can clear these clouds. But yeah, it is pretty dense. So we don't actually can see where we are. So I'll show you. We have entered into, we're just on England territory now. So I'll keep that on the side. So where are we? So coming down to 9,500 feet. I've reduced my speed a bit. Just at 300. Because sometimes what happens when you're doing all sorts of maneuvers and your speeds are quite still high, the maneuvers actually run away from you. And also we just wanted to prevent from any overspeeding, because the moment you put your nose down, naturally your aircraft is obviously being pulled towards the earth, and you will pretty much increase your speed. So even if I've set it to 300, if you look, I'm still above 300 and it's struggling to get down to 300 because the gravity is doing its job. So engines have pulled back quite a bit, 34%, and weather's still quite grim. So interesting. Yeah, so this is where ATC so we pushed it out. It says it.
Maintain 7,000 feet, keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo India Golf transition. Clear to Bravo India Golf K44 MLU 1811.
Right, so we've been given our instructions down to 7,000 feet, so we've set it to 7,000. We're still on our way down, but our speed is still high, so in order for it to slow down quickly, it's pitching up. So what happens at the time is your descent rate decreases. So we've got something here we call the air brake. So what we're going to do is going to deploy that to about 50%. There we go. We've got some lightning going, and what we're probably going to see is, we're down to speed now. So let's bring our speed down. There we go. So we're just going to go down to 7,000 feet. As you see, as soon as I pitch down, the speed has gone back up to 270. What I can do is just bring my air brakes up a bit more. There we are. Just bring your speed down. So the engines are spooling up, but we just want to balance that nicely. There you go, 7,000 feet's coming up. So naturally it will start pitching up, so we'll just there we go, it's armed. And it's raining out there. Just have bring the speed down a bit more. Alright, so we're at 7,000 feet and just reducing the speed to 230. We're still alright. We've got some turns coming up, so the lower the speeds, the better the turns will be. Higher the speeds, it will actually go wide, so we just want to. We're approaching the turn very shortly, so yeah, we've got quite a bit of rain. So here we are. So we're just approaching this bend, and then once we're there, we should be starting to our approach. You see, we've got quite a few aircraft coming in to land in Heathrow. So let's give it a shot. And it's amazing, as you see, we're still under the clouds. Rain is hitting us. Beacons on. Taxi's off. Everything's on. Inoperative. There we go. Overhead panel's good. What we're gonna do is gonna get strapped to people down. The passenger signs is put on the seatbelt sign, so get them to strap in and ready for landing. Yeah, got quite a bit of rain. It's forecasting to rain anyway, so here we go. So how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Is my normal. I try to put up a video every week, and actually, as you probably can notice, I do like flying over Europe quite a bit. It's just because it's familiar, but what I'm trying to do is possibly do some good sightseeing, and maybe Japan is the next one I want to do. Let's fly over Japan, Hong Kong, so we go towards the eastern side of the world. Alright, so here we go, so let's reduce the speed. What we're going to do is we're reducing speed. We are going to just introduce flaps 1. Ooh, there's another airport down there. So we've introduced the flaps. So the slats have come out. Hopefully we should have a view here. I do actually want that 12. That's a better one. Okay. So Still no clear visibility, we're still at zero visibility. I did see a lightning earlier. So so we were just on
Heathrow approach, Cedar Jet 201 is passing 10,000 feet, descending 7,000 feet. Cedar Jet 201 Heathrow approach, altimeter 29.68, continues to Lima Alpha Mike as planned.
yeah, so we're basically on the Heathrow approach section. I think we're going to be past the Heathrow approach very shortly. Yep, we're coming up nice and easy. Go. Just putting this up. Again, I'm going to have a turn. Get that done.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, K44 MLU 1811.
There we go, we're making our turn. Just introduce flap 2 here. So it's a lovely bit, it's a better turn, much more better controlled. When the speed is right, I mean if your speed is too high we will actually overshoot the turns. Because these turns are quite tight. This one here, actually this particular one, we'll be turning back on ourselves to an extent, and then hopefully we should be taking the left turn. A lot of rain. I've simulated the rain quite well. Very heavy clouds here, so I've got a bit of a turbulence. Okay, hopefully.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet, K44 MLU 1811.
Alright. So we're just descending. When I did my actual flight sim in Dubai, when I actually flew the A380 sim, it was really amazing. It was in the Dubai Mall, and obviously I had a pilot next to me who was helping me land. And there's one important message he did teach me was, whenever you're doing aircraft inputs, always work one input at a time. So if you've got your heading and speed, set your heading, set your altitude, then set things one by one, and that way you don't miss anything. You get the aircraft to do what it needs to do. You're in complete control, and if something goes wrong you can go back to what you've just done and readjust it, etc. What I'm going to do, because my speed is climbing up, I'm just going to deploy a bit of my air brakes, and hopefully I can touch down quite quickly. Yeah.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, K44 MLU 1811.
3,000 feet.
K44
I see you. I see you. Yep, I do see you.
K44MLU1811 have the traffic.
So we're just going to bring the speed down. Uh-huh.
K44MLU1811 have the generic in sight.
Right, so we're pretty much lining up with the runway.
K44MLU1811 traffic alert. 5 o'clock less than 1 mile, 5,000 feet of generic.
Yeah.
Report them in sight. K44MLU1811
There you go, we're opening up a bit. So,
K44MLU1811, you are 12 miles east of Heathrow.
so we've armed approach. So we've got the localizer there and we've got the glide slope. So we are above the Thames. You just bring our landing lights on. Right, so we are going to go into the glide slope mode at the moment. Localizer is active. We've got the good localizer, hopefully. So we've been cleared to land and 27 right approach. Yeah, okay. So we're on the glide slope now. Let's just deploy our brake. There we go. The lights should come on in a second. There we are. So we are fully set. We just need to 500. Weather is. Bring the aircraft a bit further down in speed. There we go. Just bring our flaps down. Right. So as I said, visibility is still very poor. So yep. So we are locked on our ILS and the localizer, which is good, and we can deploy this. Have a look where we're going. So everything pretty much is straight. Good. Weather is tough. Yeah. There we are. Let's keep our speed nice, keep good distance between the front. So let's put wipers on. Got our wipers on. So checked everything up. Parking brakes, make sure that's armed. Yeah, we're 1,000 feet. That's right. So we're not at full flaps. I think the speed is maintaining well. We've got a bit of a headwind. There you go. We've got a visual of the runway. Puppy lights are nice. Right, so right, so 600 feet. visuals of the runway. We've removed autopilot. Why? There we are. We've landed. I think they were turning to go around because this aircraft. We're in London Heathrow. So let's have a look. Yes, I did, and I've landed. So here we are. So we're in London Heathrow, and we've made it. And we'll just come off the runway. Seems to be clearing up right now, so let's just exit the runway here. So here we are in London Heathrow, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed this little flight. It's about 30-40 minutes of flying. Weather is a bit terrible up here in London Heathrow, but yeah, it's always nice to land in such challenging matters because you get to use the instruments and come down using the instruments, and it's pretty good. And I think that's when you just absolutely trust what these aircrafts are designed to do. So hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and that's me, Cam, from K420 channel on Flying Time, over and out. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and hopefully next week we shall join for some more flights.